Hello friends and welcome to my channel Iballdesigningdeveloper. So like you all know that previously we have started a new tutorial series of C++ in which we have covered up really different things and I hope you are enjoying that. So in previous video we have learned about Boolean expressions and we have also learned about Boolean values, that how we can declare any Boolean variable or how we can declare any Boolean expression. So now in this video we will be learning that how you can declare a Boolean example, that how we can start with creating an example of Boolean in C++. So we'll be seeing all that things, and in this video we'll be also using a bool keyword because obviously we are using a Boolean value here to declare a Boolean example. So here also we have to use same bool keyword so that we can declare a Boolean example to C++ and we can get our output running. So in this video we'll be learning about Boolean examples. So if you understand this video from start and if you enjoy this amazing tutorial, so remember to hit a like to this video, and if you're new on this channel, want to see more videos like that, so remember to subscribe, and after subscribing hit notification bell so you can get the notifications of all my coming up videos which I'll be uploading on this channel. So now what we are waiting for, let's move to computer screen and let's get started. So now here we are on the computer screen, and like I've told you in the start that in this video we'll be learning about that what are Boolean examples in C++. Like you all know that in previous videos we have learned about Boolean values, then in the other video we have also learned about that what are Boolean expressions and how you can use Boolean expressions in C++. So now in this video I'll be telling you that how you can use Boolean examples in C++ and what are the real life example which we have to just write if we are using Boolean values here. So if we talk about some real life examples, so let's think of a real life example where we need to find out if a person is old enough to vote. In the example below, we use the greater than and equal to comparison operator to find out if the age 25 is greater than or equal to the voting age limit, which is set to 18. Example init my age equal to 25. It is just saying us that we need to now check that if 25 is greater than or equal to the voting age limit which we have set to 18. Means we have set the voting age limit to 18. If a person is smaller than 18, like if he is 17, 16 or 15, he cannot vote, but if he is 18 or greater than 18, so he can vote. So I have written now age. First of all, I've created an integer in which I have written my age, a variable name. You can give any name to your variable. I've given my age. Then after giving the variable name, I've written equal to 25, the age of the user, which is 25. Then the voting age I've written as 18. Now I'm using this count function in which I'm using my age variable. Then with that I'm using this greater and equal to sign, and then I'm using another variable which we have created of voting age. So in my age I have written age as 25, then the voting age I have written as 18. So you will be getting the value as 1 because if a person is 25 years old, so he is allowed to vote. But if I write here the age as 17 or 16 or 15, means if I add age below 18, so you will be getting here the value as 0 because now you are using a value which is not a voting age limit. Means if we use 17, so 17 is not a voting age limit because here I have written voting age limit as 18. In real life also, if you want to vote, so you should be at least 18 years old and then you can vote. So that's the thing that I'm writing voting age as 18 because if a user is not 18, so he cannot vote. So that's why if you will be writing my age is 17, so you will be getting the output as 0, which means that you're 17 years old and you cannot vote. But right now I have written the age is 25, so means we will be getting the output as 1 because if you're 25 years old, so obviously you can vote and you are allowed to vote. Cool, right? And an even better approach, since we are on a roll now, will be to wrap the code above in an if else statement so we can perform different actions depending on the result. So we will be working with these examples in if else statement as well, so we can perform different actions depending on end result. If we see some examples, so output old enough to vote, if my age is greater than or equal to 18, otherwise output not old enough to vote. Means if you want to get the output as old enough to vote, so you have to add my age as greater than or equal to 18. Otherwise, you will be getting the output as not old enough to vote. Init my age as 25, then again I'll be using voting age as 18. Then I'll be writing my age greater than equal to voting age. Then I'll be creating a count old enough to vote. Then in else I'll be creating an other variable in which I'll be giving the name as not old enough to vote. So the output you will be getting is old enough to vote because right now I'm using my age as 25. If I use like 17 here, so you will be getting the output not old enough to vote, because now voting age is 18 and we are using 17, and 17 is not a voting age, and that's why you will be getting not old enough in the output. Now we'll be copying these all things so that we can see what output we are getting when we are using these all things in Graphic. So I'll be moving here, and you can just see I've also set the title, which is Boolean examples in C++. I'll be pasting all the things here, and after pasting these things, you can just see we are getting all the things working. So what I'm going to do is I'll be first of all adding starting codes here, which is include IOStream, then using namespace std, and after doing that I'll be writing here init main like this. So I'll be just closing it, and I'll be writing init main like this, and then here you have to paste all the things which we have copied. And now what I'm going to do is I'll be first of all returning a value here, and the value which we will be returning will be as 0. So I'll be writing here return as 0 the value. Then I'll be saving it, and I'll be simply I'll be just pressing Ctrl Z. Then what I'm going to do is I'll be pressing this run button so that we can see what output we are getting. If I run this, so we are getting the output as error. Why we are getting an error? Because we have not defined this voting age, and I think that that's the error which we are getting here. So what I'm going to do is I'll be just copying this thing here. Then I'll be just moving down, and I'll be removing this, save again, and if I reload, so the error we are getting is which is saying is that make cannot output Discord exceed, means it is saying that our file has been exceeded, and that's why you cannot get the error printed. So what I'm going to do is I'll be removing all the things from my replit here. If you are getting the same error, so you have to also do the same things, that you have to remove all the repls so that you can get the output here. So I'll be moving, and I'll be just doing here like this, and I'll be deleting this. Simply here as well I'll be doing same thing, then here as well. So these are some of the two files which I have already created previously on, so I'll be not needing this. So that's why I'm deleting all these files, and I'll be moving on to this file again, and I'll be simply pressing the run button to get the output. So simply what we are getting is like we are getting another output which is not getting the output working, means it is not working. So I'll be just moving on to this file, and I'll be just moving down. I'll be using init main here, and in init main I'll be pasting all the things which we have copied. So I'll be moving on to my Word document. Then I'll be just copying this thing here by pressing Ctrl C, and then move on to the Google Chrome and paste it here like this. After pasting all these things, I'll be just removing this comment as well because I'll be not needing it. Save this. After saving the file, I'll be just running it in my browser. And after running, you can just see the output we are getting is 1. Why we are getting the output 1? Because we are using my age as 25 and we are writing voting age as 18. And now my age is 25 means I am above from voting age. So that's why the answer is 1, because true equal to 1, and this is the true value because we are using age which is above 18. But now if I use age which is below 18, so what output we are getting? You will be getting an output as 0, because now 17 is not a voting age and you are not allowed to vote when you're 17. So that's why you will be getting the output as 0. If I run here, so you can just see now the output we are getting is 0, because now we cannot vote because the age is being changed into 17, and 17 is not a voting age, and that's the thing. If I change the age to 18, so you will be again getting the output as 1, because now 18 is a voting age, so you can vote if you are 18. But if you are below 18 like 17, 16 or 15, so you cannot vote because you're below 18, and that's the thing. So that's why now again we are getting the same answer as 1. So like this you can use these all things. Now if I just use these all things with a statement which we have used down, like if I'm using these all things with a if else statement, so what output we are getting, we have to check that as well. So what I'm going to do is I'll be moving on to my Google Chrome again, and I'll be pasting all these things here. And now if I run this, so you can just see if I run, so we are getting the output as old enough to vote, because now I have written my age as 25 and voting age as 18. So means we are having a voting age of 25, so that's why you are getting old enough to vote. But if I change this age to 17, or you can say 16, so you will be getting the output as not old enough to vote, because right now the age is being changed into below 18, and if you are below 18, so you cannot vote. So that's why the output you will be getting not old enough to vote. I'll be running it, and you can just see the output we are getting is not old enough to vote like this. So I hope you understand how we are using these all things and what output we are getting by using these all things here. Again, if I use 20 here, the age, so you will be getting output as old enough to vote, because now right now I'm using age as 20, and if you are 20, so you can vote. So that's why you are getting the output as old enough to vote like this. So I hope you understand that how we are using this Boolean examples in real life, and I hope you understand that how you can work with Boolean from start, because in previous video I have told you that how you can declare a Boolean value. Then the next video we were just working on Boolean expressions, and now in this third video we have learned that what are Boolean examples and what are some real life examples of Boolean when you're starting with it. So I hope you enjoy this video, and if you enjoy this video, understand that what are the Boolean real life examples and how we can work with it. So remember to hit a like to this video, and if you're new on this channel, want to see more videos like that, so remember to subscribe, and after subscribing hit notification bell so you can get the notifications of all my coming up videos which I'll be uploading on this channel. And remember to share this video as well so more people can learn and they can understand how we can cover up these things using different languages, in many different languages using C++ or other languages as well. So I'll be meeting you next tutorial video or in next project video in C++ from start. So for today, goodbye.